Hello and welcome to this video. I've been getting to grips with the issue that affects some Himalayans, mine included, where the bike sometimes fails to start. The solution has been well socialised on YouTube. You need to replace the fuel pump relay. But I was curious about what was going on, so let's deconstruct the problem and lift that cloud that's been forming about the reliability of these excellent bikes. The problem, if you run into it, begins when you first switch on the ignition. Initially, the ECU runs the fuel pump for a few seconds to prime the fuel injector. And occasionally, although the relay clicks, the fuel pump fails to run and consequently the bike doesn't start. As I said at the start, the solution is to change the fuel pump relay, which is located under the cover on the right side of the bike. I've done that. I'm really grateful to one of the viewers of this channel, Manny, for providing the part number for a direct replacement made by Hella. I'll leave the part number in the description of this video. As well as the one for the fuel pump, there are 4 more which are located under the seat. There is one which is activated when the side stand is down, one which powers the ECU, one that provides power to the main starter relay when you press the starter button, and one which switches on the headlight when the engine is running. So I thought I would start by measuring the electrical resistance of the contacts when the relay is actuated. Comparing the measurement of the old relay and the new relay should give an indication of whether the old relay is degraded in some way. Starting with the old relay, we can see that the measured resistance is quite high and is also variable, giving results between 7 and 14 ohms, which doesn't sound a lot, but I was expecting the resistance to be much closer to 0. Now you can see the results with a replacement relay. Much better. Low on resistance around 0 and repeatable. On resistance is a significant problem with the relay. High values of resistance reduce the voltage to the fuel pump and also mean that the contacts in the relay will get hotter, which makes the problem worse. I wanted to see what was going on inside the relay. Looking at the contacts under a microscope, there are clear signs of contact erosion and burning, and this is the source of the increased resistance. This relay had only been on the bike for the first 1,300 miles of its life. It's already showing signs of wear, and it would have failed completely if I hadn't replaced it. What have I learnt? Well, firstly, I have to give my appreciation to the people who worked out in the first place that the relay was the source of the issue. From the measurements of resistance and the close-ups of the contacts in my original relay, it's clear that they were eroding and aging prematurely. Maybe the contacts were bouncing and arcing during switching, or perhaps the materials of the contacts themselves were at fault. The bottom line is that Royal Enfield seem to have been supplied a poor batch, and they have made it into some of the Himalayans out there. But there is good news, and that's that the fix is really simple and cheap, and a good replacement relay should provide a long service life. In working through this, I'm confident that the problem is the relay and not elsewhere in the fuel system. And since replacing my relay, I've travelled a further 200 miles and the full performance of the fuel system has been restored. And the best thing is, I'm no longer worried about it. Well, that's all for now. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like, subscribe and share this video. There will be more coming on quite soon. Ride safe. Until next time. Bye for now.